Hey Crumbles! It's been some time ago since we last did a video review of a game. Therefore I could not pass up the opportunity to work with new Fangled Games on the upcoming title. The game is called Paper Trail, a puzzle game, but because of the unique mechanics in the game, I will also categorize it as a point-and-click game, but we're gonna dive further into that later on. We're now introduced to the intro screen of the game, and we are greeted with a wonderful track. For people that doesn't know it, I collect music tracks for various games, so it's delightful to have a new one to collect. The important part of this intro is mainly the three characters you can see. The two people in the background seems a bit worried, while the one in the front seems more excited to what's going to happen. And that is our main character of the game. So let's see what the plot is all about with our main character.
Once upon a time, in the forgotten seaside town of Southfold, there was a crumbling old cottage, home to two old fuddy-duddy parents and their super smart daughter, who had just been accepted into university. The problem? Well, they didn't want her to go. You see, that girl is me. And this, it's a letter saying I'm running away. At least I was, until the storm started. Now I guess we're stuck here until the rain clears. So we may as well get to know each other. My name is Paige, 18 years old, astrophysicist in training. Hobbies include journaling, origami, and bending the space-time continuum. But more on that later.
Now we got a little bit of understanding what's going on with Paige's life. She got accepted into a university, but her parents are too overprotected for her. It is her parents' love to protect their child all the time. I feel like there's more to this than just her going to the university, but let's see. For right now we need to rescue some of our neighbors and friends. Our dad tells us right now we need to go to the west coast to see to the fisherman there. He seems to be trapped after the storm. It's kinda genius because this is the tutorial area of the game to introduce us to the mechanics. And one of them is the hint mechanic. We're talking to our parents again, we get some red text in the dialogue and explain us this is a hint, this is a direction we need to go. As we thought, the fisherman explained to us that he had been trapped there since the storm began. The only thing we can do right now is just solve the puzzle by folding the top to the bottom and vice versa. He explained to us after we rescue him that a woman is trapped to the east, so he head there next. All throughout, he just explained the mechanics about folding the pages. Like the fisherman was the first one we met, and we need to fold the top to bottom. The woman is side by side, and the lighthouse keeper is more diagonal folding. It can be a little bit tedious. If you get the hang of the mechanics already, I'm gonna ensure you the mechanics gonna be more complicated in the future. We head back to our parents' place now, after securing our friends are safe. I feel like this section is the foundation of the whole game. It introduces you to the mechanics, the basic mechanics of the game, and how to interact with others. After Paige woke up in the middle of the night, she executed her plan to run away. So we head north to the cave system. Sadly we can see the cave opening is blocked at the moment, but a stag is standing for us. And to be fair with you all, I have no idea what the stag is for. But it introduces us to a hint mechanic, so if we ever get stuck on a puzzle in the future, we can just press this button and we get a hint how to fold the pages. After solving the puzzle and enter the cave, we introduce to another person. A person that seems to be trapped in this cave system. He starts speaking of the platforms having eyes on them, but he cannot cross the platform somehow. So we need to figure out how to solve this puzzle with the dominoes. By just looking at the first platform, we can see the two dominoes is lining up only have one hole in them, but the other one have two holes but is missing their counterpart to the platform. So we need to look for that one. Not only are we introduced to a new puzzle mechanic, at the same time we also introduced to another one where we can look on the backside. On the backside we can see the counterpart that we are missing, so we need to fold that in place to get across the bridge. The further we get into the game, the more mechanics are introduced to us, and it is really a handful. I'm surprised how many you need to remember, but you never get overwhelmed by them, and that makes the flow go more smoothly. At the same time, not like the tutorial section would get dull fast, but this time It really makes you to stop up and just think about the solution of the problem. I stopped my recording after the swamp section, mainly because I got the game loop down, so I felt like I could make a conclusion of the game. And first and foremost, yes, I can recommend this game to anyone that wants to have a puzzle game. I played this on a controller, and the first demo I played was on mouse and keyboard, but somehow I feel like it's more like a touch game, so I'm really hoping for we get it on tablet and mobile. The other reason I really want those platforms, you can sit down as a parent with your child and have discussion about everything that's happening in the game and help them out from it. So my conclusion of what I have played so far, it is a beautiful game with great art style, great music in it, and some great puzzles. I feel like the developer really respect the player's time and intellect. Something I pick up about after I played the game is mainly just that Paige's name is like a page you fold. So I'm a bit slow there, but hey, that's how life is sometimes. The other thing is Paige's dad sounds like the old webcomic from Newgrounds, Weeble and Bob. I don't know how many people remember that comic, but if you do, you're old school, and I love it. On that note, it's not common to find a hidden gem like this or have the opportunity to play it before time. Thanks again for new Fangled Games for providing me with a key, and I hope you enjoyed watching this little review of Paper Trail. It was enjoyable to make, and at the same time I can't wait to dig further into the game. And if you really want to surprise the developer, then share what puzzle you're stuck on or if you find the secrets in the game. I haven't spoken much about those, so go out there and explore them.